now your underhand here. Now with the left hand, it's when it's at the bottom of the turn. So you're going to pivot at the bottom, and what you do is, if you watch me from here, you'll see at the bottom of the turn, I'm on the left side of my body, right? So right there, I'm on the left side. But as I turn to my right, you'll notice it crosses over to the other side of my body. So as it's coming up from the bottom, every time it comes up from the bottom, it crosses the side of the body. So if you're here, as it comes up, I pivot. As it comes up, I pivot. Whether it's coming up in front of me or coming up behind me. So if you look at my hand, I'll go in slow motion. I'm here, but it has to cross, so it's going to go diagonal to the other side. Then it's going to go diagonal to the other side. So what you're doing is a figure eight. If I were to do it small, it's like this. You're doing a figure eight from side to side. Well, you would be straight if you were keeping it there, but when you go back to the other side, it has to cross the track. Jump the track, jump the track, jump the track, jump the track. Subjectively, when I'm facing this way, it's on the left side of my body. When I'm facing this way, it's on the left side of my body. But when you look at, so subjectively, it's always on the left side. Objectively, however, it is switching from the screen side to the camera side, right? So it's on the screen side of my body to the camera side of my body, to the screen side to the camera side. And if you think about it, like you're on a railroad track, you're jumping from one track to the other track, back and forth. Boom, 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 boom. From a performance perspective, this is the whole thing I was saying the other day, the performance angle can hide a multitude of sins. So the audience is going to be looking at the circles. Their line of sight is going to be perpendicular to this plane of the circle. So you can't tell how far from my body it is right here. You can't tell how crooked it is, but if you look at it this way, you'll see it's not straight. Right? It's not perfectly straight. So you do the best you can. I would say now the more important thing is the transition from one side to the other. Overhand facing the right, and then at the bottom of the turn, pivot to underhand. Then at the bottom of the turn, pivot back to overhand. And then pivot back to underhand. And then pivot back to overhand. And then pivot and pivot and pivot and pivot with the objective of pivoting every time from one side to the other. Because it's overhand here, underhand here, overhand here, underhand here, overhand here, and then at the bottom, underhand here. Let's just do it with the arm. So grab the poi, and if we did it with the arm, it's going to be like this. As you come to 6 o'clock, turn, and remember to go over the top. And come underhand, like you're bowling. And then come up and over the top. And then come up and over the top. And up and over the top. Up over the top. So here, you come up over the top in underhand. And then up over the top, up over the top, up over the top, up over the top. Okay, and when you're ready, let go of the poi head and just try and do it with the momentum of the poi, pulling your arm a little bit. Not too much. So we're underhand here. And then up over the top. And up over the top. And up over the top to the front. And up over the top to the back. And front and back. Front and back.